Let's get right into this. I want to get this YouTube video up a little earlier today. So uh, kind of a banger of a trade today, honestly. I'll explain why. But coming into the day, I was bullish today. Um, we were respecting gaps. We were respecting a 4 hour gap earlier on in the day. I mean, now I would be bearish. We did inverse this 4 hour gap right here. Let me get this off the screen. I took some notes. I'll just uh, actually let me throw this over here. All right. So basically, versus 4 hour gap now. So I would be bearish now, but I took a trade before 10 a.m. So I was still bullish. Basically, what happened was originally I was looking at, so if I show you guys 9 o'clock open, basically I was looking at this 5 minute gap right here and looking for an inversion of it. My original idea was, uh, so we kind of created this high right here. I was gonna have a break even point at this high and target the 1 hour unfilled gap that we had. So basically what happened was we do end up inverting the gap. I think it was at 9:40 that we inverted it. So at 9:39 was that, and then at 9:40 we invert the gap. But as I've talked about in the past, in my past videos, this would have been my, hypothetical break even point. It already hit my break even point. Uh, like basically the inversion of that gap happened after it hit my break even point. And I've been saying that if that happens, that means I missed the trade and that I should not be entering because now I'm giving the market a reason. We just swept the high, so I'm giving the market a reason now to reverse. And now I also wouldn't have a break even point anymore because it already got taken out. So, um, yeah. So basically, I did not enter on that, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I'm sticking to my rules because that's one of my rules, and I haven't been following that. On my losing, both, or on my couple losing days that I've had recently, I would have entered there. Um, and so I'm glad I stuck to my rules and I didn't make that mistake. And I'm glad I didn't because my stop loss probably would have been below this low right here, or maybe this low right here. Well, yeah, probably like this low right here. And as you can see, as soon as we took out that high, we immediately came down and manipulated and took out the low. So um, I'm very glad that I didn't enter there. And then we created this SMT with ES. As you can see, ES did not take out this low right here, while NQ did. And so we created a bullish SMT. We also created a 2 minute gap. Not sure. Yeah, there you go. So we created this 2 minute fair value gap right here. That was kind of the highest time frame for value gap. We did not have a 3 minute here. We also did not have a 4 minute gap. So the highest time frame was a 2 minute bearish gap. We also came down and touched into this 3 minute and this 4 minute gap. So I'm kind of looking for a continuation out of that. So essentially what I was waiting for was a 2 minute inversion, which took a little bit to happen. Let's see. So I guess we'll just pretend, okay, I got the 2 minute inversion here. Had an entry, so that would be up here was my entry, right there, I think was my entry. Yeah, I believe right there was my entry. And I put my stop below this 2 minute gap right here because I figured, if we invert that gap, we're gonna reverse. And so that's where I put my stop. And I had my break even point at this high, at this internal high, and then I have this 1 hour unfilled as my target. We also had a 15-minute unfilled, but I was okay with settling for this 1 hour unfilled, as this was almost a 1 hour trade, and that's kind of what I'm targeting, I guess, in regards to uh, I guess in regards to targets. So, anyways, yeah, basically entered there, and then we took a little bit to go up, but it was pretty quick, pretty automatic. a little bit of drawdown, and then we go up, uh, and boom, basically perfectly hit my target, like literally perfectly. We actually, so I had targeted this 1 hour unfilled fair value gap. That was right, as you can see right here, this gap right here. And look at, we didn't even actually touch into it. We actually created equal highs. So I got pretty lucky. I actually had my target right below the 1 hour unfilled gap. And if I would have had it, at the 1 hour unfilled gap or like in it, I would have gotten stopped out because as you can see, after hitting that area, we literally immediately reversed. So I literally like in a way top ticked this. Like I hit it perfectly. My target was in the perfect spot. And the reason we reversed was because ES at that same time took out London High. So here's my dog, who's being crazy. But yeah, hit basically hit that trade. Felt pretty good about that. If I was greedy and I would have had my target higher at this 15-minute unfilled, for example, I would have gotten stopped out. Um, I would have gotten stopped out at break even because, like I said, this is my break even point. So yeah, banger of a trade. Like hit it perfectly. Um, Felt pretty good about my stop loss and all that stuff and the risk I was putting on the table. I had a little more risk than I wanted to have. I usually want to have about $750 risk, and then have it'd be a 1 RR trade since I'm just on a combine right now. So I'm just trying to pass it, a little bit faster. So I'm risking a little bit more. But yeah, so banger, perfect placement, I guess. And I also stuck to my rules and not taking this trade. Um, so yeah, I mean that's about it. I'll show the proof. $715 on the day, one trade. That's that. Calling it a day. I'll be back Monday. Um, and yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens, boys. Be back Monday. See you later. Have a great weekend. Peace.